In today's world, things are always changing, but some important ideas stay the same. One of these ideas is that men should be able to handle life's problems with confidence and skill. However, as society changes and new ideas about what it means to be a man emerge, people often question what masculinity really is. Some people call this questioning toxic masculinity. They worry that men today might not have the strength and confidence that they used to. But true masculinity isn't just about being tough or bossy. It's about being good at important things in life. In this discussion, we're going to talk about 6 basic skills that every man should learn to do well in the modern world. Skill number 1. Understanding self-defense techniques. It's super important to know how to protect yourself and your loved ones. Even though it's best to avoid getting into fights, it's still a good idea to learn some basic self-defense moves. This way, if something unexpected happens, you'll be ready to keep yourself and those you care about safe. Take this for instance, you're walking down the street with your wife, and someone comes along and does something really disrespectful, like slapping her on the butt. What would you do? Calling the police might not always be an option, so it's up to you to handle the situation. Ignoring it might seem like the easy way out, but it's not cool to let someone disrespect the people you love. Lots of guys nowadays choose to ignore these situations and make excuses for why they didn't do anything. But as a man, part of your job is to protect your loved ones. If you ignore something like this, you're basically giving up your role as a protector and letting down your honor. Likewise, it's best to avoid fights whenever you can. There might be times when you have no choice but to defend yourself. In those situations, it's good to know some basic fighting skills. But be careful. If you try to fight without knowing what you're doing, you might end up hurting yourself more than the other person. So instead of pretending to be tough, it's better to actually learn how to fight properly. That way, if you ever find yourself in a tough spot, you'll know how to handle it without getting hurt. Skill number 2, conflict resolution. Conflict resolution is also an important thing to know. You see, being tough doesn't mean starting fights or making things worse. It's actually about being able to calm things down when they get heated. Imagine a leader who can keep everyone chill when there's a disagreement. That's the kind of person we're talking about here. Just like how the big gorilla in a group of gorillas can stop all the fighting just by being there, a real leader can do the same. They can stop arguments and keep things peaceful. But here's the thing. They can also handle themselves if things get rough. That's why being able to fight and being good at calming people down go hand in hand. It's all about being strong and smart at the same time. Here are a few conflict resolution strategies. Raise the issue early, show empathy, manage your emotions, practice active listening. Skill number 3, cultivating a strong presence. Having a strong presence means making a big impact when you walk into a room. You've probably noticed some guys who just seem to grab everyone's attention without even saying a word. Well, it's not some magic trick they have. It's actually a skill they've learned. So, how do you get this strong presence? It's not about being tough or trying to scare people. Instead, it's about being real and confident in yourself. When you're honest, sure of yourself, and have a friendly vibe, people naturally respect you more. This means shaking hands firmly, looking people in the eye when you talk, and standing tall. When you meet someone, it's important to nod your head and show them you notice and respect them too. Now here's the thing. Being charismatic isn't something you're born with. It's something you can practice and get better at, just like learning to walk or speaking a new language. But beware of guys who pretend to have this charisma. They're easy to spot. They might squeeze your hand too hard or try to stare you down to seem tough. But that's not the right way to do it. Having a strong presence means making a significant impact whenever you enter a room. It's about being confident, genuine, and commanding respect without having to say much. To develop a strong presence, focus on being authentic, self-assured, and respectful towards others. This involves maintaining eye contact, offering a firm handshake, and standing tall. The advantages of having a strong presence are numerous. Firstly, it garners respect from others, as they are naturally drawn to your confident and genuine demeanor. This can lead to greater influence and authority in various social and professional situations. Secondly, a strong presence enables you to leave a lasting impression on people, making you memorable and influential in your interactions. Ultimately, having a strong presence can enhance your personal and professional relationships, boost your self-confidence, and open up opportunities for success. The best way to learn this skill is to hang out with genuine guys who have it naturally. It could be your dad, a teacher, or guys you know from a sports team or club. You'll notice that the toughest guys are often the most respectful and calm ones. So, watch what they do, learn from them, and you'll start to build that strong presence too. Skill number 4 is deep critical thinking. Your brain is like a muscle. The more you work it out, the stronger it gets. Critical thinking is like a workout for your brain. It makes you better at solving problems and understanding the world around you. Think of it this way. Have you ever heard a story from a friend and thought, that doesn't sound quite right? That's your critical thinking kicking in. It's about questioning things and not just accepting them at face value. Let's say you're trying to decide which video game to buy. Instead of just going with the one your friend recommends, critical thinking helps you weigh the pros and cons. Maybe you read reviews, compare prices, and think about what features are important to you. It's about making informed choices based on evidence and reasoning. Now, critical thinking isn't always easy. Sometimes it means admitting that you might be wrong about something, but that's okay. It's all part of growing and learning. So, next time you're faced with a decision or trying to understand a complex issue, flex those critical thinking muscles and see where it takes you. You might be surprised at what you discover. Skill number 5, mastering your finances. Imagine this. You're working hard, earning a paycheck, but at the end of the month, you're always struggling to make ends meet. You're not sure where all your money goes, and you feel stressed about your finances all the time. Does that sound familiar? Well, that's where financial literacy comes in. It's like having a roadmap for your money. When you understand how to budget, you can make sure you're spending your money on the things that matter most to you, like saving up for a trip or buying a new car. And when you know how to invest, you can make your money grow over time. So you're not just working for your money, but your money is working for you. One book that's helped a bunch of people understand money better is called Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. It shows you a different way to look at money and how to make it work for you. So it's a good idea to start learning about money as soon as you can. It's a skill that'll really make a difference in your life. Think of financial literacy as a toolbox filled with tools to help you build a stable and secure financial future. One of the most important tools in this toolbox is budgeting and investing. Budgeting is like creating a plan for your money. It helps you track how much money you earn and how much you spend. Then, you can allocate some funds for things you enjoy, like going out with friends or buying new gadgets. Budgeting also allows you to save for emergencies or big goals, like buying a house or starting a business. Now let's talk about investing. Investing is like planting seeds that grow into trees over time. Instead of letting your money sit idle in a bank account, investing allows you to put it to work and potentially earn more money in the long run. There are different ways to invest, such as buying stocks, bonds, or real estate. Each investment comes with its own risks and rewards, so it's essential to do your research and understand what you're getting into. Financial freedom is all about having the freedom to live life on your own terms, without worrying about money all the time. And the good news is, anyone can achieve it with the right knowledge and mindset. So start learning about money today and take control of your financial future. Skill number 6, handling stress. Learning how to handle stress is super important for keeping your mind and feelings healthy. When tough stuff happens, being able to stay calm and strong helps you face it head on. If you can stay cool and think clearly during hard times, you'll do better than folks who get all worried and give up. Life brings stress for everyone, especially as you get more responsibilities. This can feel overwhelming sometimes. Stress usually shows up when we put off doing things until the last minute or feel like we're always playing catch-up. One trick to deal with stress is to make a list of everything you need to do and when it needs to be done. Just getting it all down on paper can make you feel better. Then, look at your list and figure out what's really important and urgent. Focus on one thing at a time until it's done, then move on to the next one. It's way better to tackle tasks calmly and with a plan than to freak out and react to everything at once. Both guys and gals should work on getting stronger, but guys often feel more pressure to handle tough situations without complaining. So it's important for guys to learn how to handle stress like a boss. Here's the bottom line. Being a real man isn't just about fitting into stereotypes. It's about growing as a person in every way possible. If you work on these important skills, you'll be better equipped to handle whatever life throws at you. Building these qualities helps you become a better version of yourself and live a more meaningful life. And by the way, if you want to keep learning and growing, make sure to subscribe, like, and follow for more. Stay tuned for our next video.